Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It is exactly 3 weeks from the NFL draft. 21 days and 3 weeks from now, we'll be knowing exactly the Patriots on the clock and who they will be taking with the 31st pick. But it's not only about the 31st pick. It's about the 63rd pick. It is about all the other picks that the Patriots have, all 11 of them, and four six-round picks. And I think the Patriots will be taking a quarterback. But they also have a lot of things to go for when you go later into free agency. And we know also that the Patriots could be, maybe, I hope so, June 2nd, we get an A.J. Brown trade. But I'm excited for the NFL draft. I hope that the Patriots go with an edge rusher at the 31st pick. But we're going to talk about it on today's show. And we got producer Coop back with us today. And as we start every show, light it up down in the comments where you're watching from. Coop, welcome back to Patriots.
Yes, it's great to be back. I believe this is my second live show here on the channel, so I'm excited to be back with the people. Morgan says Dallas Mavericks. I am a Dallas Mavericks fan, Mr. Morgan Moses.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I think he knows that you host the Mavericks channel. I think that's what that means.
I do indeed host our Mavericks channel, even though I kind of hate the Mavericks at the moment.
I mean, you gotta love Cooper Flag, right?
I love Cooper Flag.
That's basically it.
Cooper Flag. New England's finest.
Yeah, New England's finest, all the way out in Maine. So I would assume, well, I guess maybe not anymore. He might be a Cowboys fan now, but he probably rooted for the Patriots when he was a kid.
No, I still think he's a Patriots fan.
You gotta be. Trav's out in Texas. What's going on, Trav? Seabaz in Houston. Great with a capital 8. Watching from San Diego. Grew up in Foxborough. We got Trevor Clark in New Hampshire. Morgan Moses says he misses Kyrie playing.
Yeah, me too.
Don't we all? Don't we all? What's going on, Charlicia? How you doing? Jake H. question, why do you run this channel if you're not in New England? Well, nobody is in their city. We're all right here down in Dallas, Texas. So,
and our Dallas guy is in Cincinnati.
Yeah, our Dallas guy is in Cincy. So you got whoever is hosting whatever channel. Like across from me in the hall is Patrick Seatman, who hosts Vikings Now. Well, he's not in Minnesota. You also have Mitch, who's live right now on Raiders. He's not in Vegas. He's here in Dallas. The Cat God in Copenhagen, Jody Becks and Frederton. I hope that's right. I'm terrible. I am terrible with towns. James in Oregon, Morgan Moses out in Detroit. But apparently he's a Mavericks fan. Mavericks fan out in Detroit. Look, I was in Delaware being a Patriots fan, so that kind of it was not fun being in Eagles country growing up as a Patriots fan. And
yeah,
you could see why I hate the Eagles so much.
Oh, I hate the Eagles more than any team. No doubt.
Jake H., if you go follow me on Instagram at The Real Alper, you can see all the pictures I used to post at going to Patriots games as a kid. Trevor Clark says, F the Birds. Hey, look, I'm not going to say F the Birds, and maybe Howie Roseman might get a little pissed off and not send us A.J. Brown. So I'm not going to say anything bad. Morgan Moses says he's a Knicks and Yankees fan. I like this guy, except for the Yankees.
I was going to say, you're not a Yankees fan.
I'm not a Yankees fan. Go Mets. Go Mets. 33 people watching. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon. And since it's kind of the off season, we're in the middle of the dead period, I kind of wanted to ask you guys, let's see if you know ball knowledge. How much football do you know, and how much Patriots football do you know? So I want to ask you guys this. Let's kind of get the chat going, all 35 people joining with us. Who is the most random Patriot you can think of? And if I see Tom Brady in the chat, I'm just going to ignore you. Because I want to know random Patriots, like Michael Humanau-Inui type of player, like all-out random guy. You got one for me? Who's that?
It's former Texas Longhorn.
Malcolm Brown?
Yep.
Yeah, how did I know? He was such a bust.
Malcolm Brown.
He was such a bust. I was so I was excited for him. Brandon Bolden. Brandon Bolden's not too deep cut, your boy Trav. Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin is a great running back. Bailey Zappi. That'll be known in a couple years as the deep cut. Right now, I was talking about it with our Bears host Harrison, talking about that Monday Night Football game against the Chicago Bears where Mac Jones just completely fell apart. And then Bailey Zappi came in, literally threw one. He went for a touchdown drive, and then we didn't do anything else after that. He threw like a 70-yard bomb, and that was it. Michael Floyd is a good one. Cyrus Jones. Dante Stallworth. He had 2 different stints.
Yeah.
2012 and in 2007. Jordan Richards. Oh God, Morgan Moses. He's pulling the deep one. Sergio Brown got me and him got added on Twitter like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because he went to the Colts, and I made fun of him because he was the dude that Gronk threw out the club. He just busted in the sidelines, and he got really pissed off at me on Twitter. And I'm like 17 years old at the time. Sergio. I'm like, dude, I'm a kid. Relax. But the guy I have, he has 1 touchdown in his Patriots career. He had a deep bomb against the Buffalo Bills, and it's Brian Timms. And a lot of you guys probably be like, who the hell is this guy?
I will be like that, yes.
Yeah, he random ass Patriot. He played in only for like 1 season back in 2013, I think it was, maybe 2014. But number 84, I was going to take Tim Wright. He was the first one to wear 81 post the other guy.
We can't mention his name.
Aaron Hernandez. I'll mention it. He was the first one to wear. Tim Wright was the first guy. But I got to go Brian Timms. Your boy Trev says, who is that? Go look up his 1 touchdown. Brady threw like a 60-yard bomb to him, and it's against the Bills in double coverage. Why doesn't he have Timms on?
Brian Timms, that's good stuff.
James says Jonas Gray. Everybody knows who Jonas Gray is.
Yeah, but that's pretty random. I'll let it fly.
Okay. I'll let it fly. What do you think about Dobbs wearing 87? It's weird. It's kind of weird, but I mean, what are you going to do?
We're letting him wear 87?
Yeah, he's wearing 87.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
I think 12 and 87 should be retired. But Jack Westover originally wore 87 when he was a rookie with the Patriots. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not 100%. Grant Williams? There's a Grant Williams football player?
Not that
Am I missing something? This franchise doesn't retire anything. Well, we retired 12. I guess that would be it. But we got a good show. We got not 1, not 2, not 3, but a 4-segment show. We get the Patriots. Could they be drafting a quarterback? And then ESPN, they came out with a 3-round mock draft. And, of course, I have another one. The NFL should fear New England going into next season because a lot of people, they're not truly high on the New England Patriots. They say the schedule's harder, so it's not going to be as good. But I'll tell you exactly why. And then, of course, we have the mailbag going for you. We're going to look at answering all your questions, so make sure you use #Patriots. We got the Browns report in the comments section.
What do they want?
He said Shador over Maye.
He doesn't believe that.
No, he does not. At destroying his draft status. James says Tully Bantakane. In Madden 07, I broke the sack record with Tully Bantakane, number 95. Tully Bantakane.
Spell that?
TULLYBANTA-Kane.
Never heard of him.
Number 95. He was a great player. I had early Browns report. He don't believe that. Your only good player is Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward. Ben Coates rocked 87 before Gronk. Yeah, but he wasn't Gronk. He was not Gronk. So, yeah. I don't know. I guess. I mean, I'm a big guy of numbers shouldn't be retired.
Your numbers should not be retired, guy.
I'm not a, like.
I am a number should be retired.
Like, this is a hot take that I have, and I'm like, Derrick Rose shouldn't have his number retired. He has done.
Oh, disagree.
See, I'm like, I get it. He was a, like. What is the word?
Should Luka have his number retired by the Mets?
They traded him away. Like, if you trade a guy away, you can't.
An absolute yes.
I mean, if he would have stayed there, yeah. You put a statue up right across from Dirks.
Oh.
Because, if he comes back, then yeah. If he ever comes back, Malcolm Butler should be retired. Yeah, he does have the greatest play in NFL. He's the greatest play in NFL history, but after that, he had one good year in 2015 and then was just mid 2 years after that. I don't know about that one. Trevor Clark, I hate the Dolphins. We got 40 people in the chat right now. If we want to get this show started, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon. I'm going to say we're going to have to get it to about, let's go to 25. 25 to 30. Can we get those like numbers up? It's free, it's easy, and it takes 2 seconds. If you're on your phone watching like this, just turn it vertical, hit that like button right now. Let's get up to 25. Look, now we got 45, so I'll bump it up to 30. Keep hitting that thumbs up icon. Come on. Old Man Mob says 12. Yes, other than that, no. You have to retire Tom Brady's number. No one should ever wear number 12 ever again. 23 likes. Get those numbers up. Get those numbers up. It's technically our Friday, so I'll have a little bit of fun here. So if we get a $50 super chat on today's show, I'll do a beer bong as we always do. But we also have our mailbag. Need hashtag Patriots. Questions. We're 3 weeks away from the NFL draft, guys. So if you have questions, make sure you use hashtag Patriots. The whole league should retire 12.
Bill Russell style?
I don't even think Bill Russell's number should be retired fully.
Not league-wide, I
No.
agree.
Celtics, yes. Well, the Celtics retire everybody's number.
23 should be retired league-wide, I think.
Jordan and LeBron?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it has to go.
Hey, the Heat retired Jordan's number.
Yeah, they
which
did.
is so weird. Yeah, he's the greatest player ever, Trav, but I'm about like teams. Bill Russell was like on every NBA team. Was he on?
One.
Yeah, I was like, wasn't he a Celtic lifer and then he coached the Celtics?
Yeah.
Chris Clark, Jordan, UNC. No QB is getting 7 rings ever again. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but no, I'm about your team.
Will Mahomes get there?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I was talking about, I can't remember who I was arguing with. I'm like, Mahomes is kind of declining. Slightly.
No, he's not. I know you Patriots fans don't want to hear that.
I'm just like, in
gas.
2019 and 2020 and 21, I was like, this dude is going to be the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. And he's kind of like slowed down. He's not moving as mobile as he was before. And, I mean, he took that massive contract. Now they're in cap hell, and they have the worst team ever.
He'll be fine.
Bill, 2K16 was lying. Every team. Yeah, the NBA retired Bill Russell's number league-wide. Taylon Green is your guess, Paper Waves? That's a good one. I thought that too, but he hasn't had weapons. Chiefs got 2 firsts this year. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if Mahomes, I'm a big guy and like, hey, if you're a good quarterback, you make any wide receiver good. Look at the Patriots. Tom Brady made Deion Branch. He left to go to the Seahawks, and he was absolutely trash. We look at Peyton Manning. He made Austin Collie good. He made, what's the guy's name? Brandon Stokely good. Like, if you're a good quarterback, you elevate your wide receivers to the next level. So that's where I'm like, Okay. Yeah, that's cool with me. We got a $5 super chat coming in from Maverick. TB12 for life. Shout out to you, man. Love when you upload daily. Love when you tune in daily. Mahomes and Brady are in their own class, in my opinion. I'd wait on Mahomes. Win another Super Bowl and we can talk. Because he was on that path. Because Tom Brady won 3 Super Bowls. Let's see here. Drafted in 2000. Won his 3rd Super Bowl in 2004.
He's obviously got a ways to go, and he's got to have the longevity as well, which I think he won't have, and that's what Brady will have ahead of him.
Well, he doesn't take care of his body as much as Brady does.
Brady will have the longevity over Mahomes. But at this time, I mean, I think it's very fair to say Brady won Mahomes too.
All time?
I think.
Already?
I think he's 2, dude.
I don't know if I could say I could say 2 yet.
I think he's 2.
I mean,
crazy to say?
I hate Peyton Manning, and he might be number 2 in my book.
And I love Peyton Manning, and I think he's 3. I think it goes Brady, Mahomes, Manning.
Not Montana?
I think Montana's 4.
Okay. I mean, if Mahomes gets another ring, he automatically jumps. Trav says Mahomes is 2.
I think he's 2 as well.
I mean, he's one of the most talented guys I've seen. It's so hard to say. Shout out to Maverick McDonald, though, coming in with a $5 super chat. Always appreciative to you, Maverick. Tune in every single day because we make videos every single day. There's not a day that goes by. There's not a day that goes by where we don't post a video on the channel. We go live every single week. We're going to be live for the NFL draft. Probably going to be live for the whole NFL draft. So if you want to sit back and chill, because Patriots don't have the pick until 31.
I just want to make sure that
Yeah, we don't have a third. Which...
That's actually crazy. How is that possible?
Because we're going to draft one.
That's funny. Just a reminder, guys, to use your hashtag Patriots or Super Chat to get on the mailbag as well, which will be coming up here shortly. And we'll get into our first segment momentarily.
We got someone sitting in. Is Sam sitting in too?
Yeah.
Oh, I got an audience.
Be on your game.
No. There's going to be one mistake, and Sam's going to be like, I see that. I see that. Cat God, Derek Moore or Zion Young? Zion Young. But I'm starting to believe that Zion Young is going to go to the Bears at 25. Derek Moore because he wasn't dumb enough to get a DWI 2 months before the combine. Unlock Zion. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to get into my comments about that. I did see Stephon Gilmore announced his retirement, Patriots 10, Drake, Maye. I did see that. And I always wanted to bring him back. I wanted to bring him back kind of to be a veteran, kind of teach Stephon Gilmore, Christian Gonzalez, his ways, because he was by far the best cornerback in the league when he was with the Patriots. I mean, as a cornerback, he won Defensive Player of the Year. So I would love for him to be back as kind of like your veteran role. I didn't expect him to play much. You didn't need him to play when you have Gonzo, you have Marcus Jones, and you also have Carlton Davis. What's going on, guys? I know, but two guests.
Two guests.
I'm under pressure now.
Yeah, you put a lot of pressure on us. Oh, stop.
Yeah, if I make one little mistake on a graphic, like you're gonna be like, oh, there shouldn't be 4 Patriots logos here. Trav,
yeah, we're good.
Would it be crazy to trade down for 2 early second-round picks to grab a decent edge in Chris Brazzell? I'm hearing teams might take him round 1. I love that question for the mailbag. R. Mason Thomas, Cat God, well, if you stay for the whole entire live, you'll see about some of those guys once we get into the draft. But keep asking your questions, Cat God. Use hashtag Patriots. Use hashtag Patriots, because when you use hashtag Patriots, we get that on our mailbag, and we also get to feature you, and we also get to answer your question. So if you want a question like that, use hashtag Patriots. Chris Clark says Gilmore Girls were awesome. Never watched it. I was a Friends guy. We had Chris Clark say Gilmore Girls was awesome. I said I was a friend. I watched Friends. Friends and Parks and Rec. Maybe people will stop Gilmore back to New England. He retired now, old man Mob. He's gone. Maybe bring him in for like a little assistant role. Charlize, did I see your question? I don't think I did, but if you used hashtag Patriots, then it will 100% be on the mailbag. And we see that. Oh, I see it right here. Should we draft offense, defense, or special players in the draft? We got you, Charlicia. We got you 100%. Trevor Clark, I see your question too. But we got to 33 likes, 60 people in the chat right now. Keep hitting that thumbs up icon. Also, keep asking your questions because we got 4 segs to go. And once we get to that mailbag, that's when you guys get involved. So make sure you do that. Now, let's get into our first segment of today's show. Could the Patriots be drafting a quarterback going into the NFL draft? Could the New England Patriots be looking at a potential quarterback in the NFL draft? Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And after Josh Dobbs got cut and going 3 weeks now until the NFL draft, it may seem like the Patriots could draft someone probably maybe in day 2 or day 3 of the NFL draft. But everybody take a deep breath. No, they're not going to be competing with the starter spot for Drake Maye. He is 100% going to be the franchise quarterback. I think he's going to get $60 million once he's eligible for an extension going after next year. But you still need a quarterback because if you guys remember last week, the Patriots released backup quarterback Joshua Dobbs. So now, with him gone, that means Tommy DeVito moves up into the depth chart. But you see right here that on our QB depth chart, we have the two guys, Drake Maye and Tommy DeVito. But after that, there's absolutely no one here. So what happens if Tommy DeVito or Drake Maye got hurt? And then you're left with absolutely nobody. Like every other team in the NFL, they always carry 3 quarterbacks on the roster. And the Patriots are going to need a quarterback 3. They're going to have to add somebody, whether that be in free agency, because there's still a lot of players that are available in free agency for a backup quarterback job, but also more likely going to the NFL draft. And last season, that was the Patriots' plan the whole entire time. That was their plan back before they even had Drake Maye. That was their plan when Tom Brady was here. It has been the same plan year after year, is that they have 2 quarterbacks on the roster, and then they have a 50 on the 53, and then going into Sundays, you have that guy on the practice squad, being that scouting quarterback, and he is the emergency 3rd quarterback that the NFL has put in place where, just in case 2 QBs get hurt, that you have someone going in there to be that emergency guy. Last year, that was Tommy DeVito, and they saw, hey, well, we like what we saw from DeVito. We're going to make him the backup. But the question that I have, and probably most of you guys have, will that be that QB3, will that be a rookie or will that be a veteran? Because you saw, if you look at the Tennessee Titans, they signed Mitchell Trubisky. If you look at a lot of other guys, they have veteran quarterbacks. I mean, hell, the Raiders just signed Kirk Cousins today, and you know with the number 1 pick, they're going to be taking Fernando Mendoza. But Mike Vrabel spoke about it, and he really likes what he saw from Drake Maye, so he does not believe that they are going to have to get a veteran guy. He said, I think his ability to control the game at the line of scrimmage, whether that's operationally getting us into a better play, continue to take ownership of the offense. I mean, he's an extension of Josh McDaniels, and McDaniels sends the play in. I want Drake to own it, to own the play, and bring it to life with cadence, communications, and all the motion end of all things. Orchestrate. Continue to do that. There's nothing physically. He's very talented, so continue to push him to lead and to orchestrate and conduct the offense. And what does that all mean? Well, it means Mike Vrabel isn't going to need a veteran guy that's been a quarterback in the NFL for years and years and years, like Josh Dobbs, who's that vet that can be that leader to Drake Maye, and also to the rest of the team. Maye has progressed to not needing a veteran. He has progressed to being that leader on the offense, to control the entire team. He has progressed in mostly that Mike Vrabel, Elliott Wolf, and all the teammates around. If you guys remember, last year, he brought in the whole entire roster to North Carolina, and they started working out. And even this offseason, he's already taken some of his teammates and gone down to Florida Atlantic and practiced with them. So Mike Vrabel sees that he's going to be the veteran. So you don't need to bring in another guy. So now it's going to be a rookie. And Mike Vrabel said it himself at the NFL owners meetings that, we need to find a 3rd arm. And we'll try to find a young guy specifically that we can develop. We potentially add to the roster, whether that's on the 53-man roster or the practice squad. So what does that tell you? Well, you're not going to find a guy in free agency that is a rookie because he's not there yet. And you're not going to go after a guy that's been in the NFL for 5 years. So they are going to look for a guy in the NFL draft. They're going to look at a guy who is specifically there, because there are tons of players that you could possibly find that are going into the NFL draft, whether that be in round 4, in round 5, or round 6, 7. I mean, you guys remember last year with the Patriots, they brought in the undrafted free agent with Ben Woldridge. Yeah, he didn't make the roster, but then they also saw that Tommy DeVito got cut specifically by the New York Giants and then brought him in. So I think that they're going to. And we'll get into some of those guys, some of those quarterbacks that we could possibly see. But before we do that, I just want to tell you guys why you subscribe. And I know the Combine coverage has passed us by, but we got NFL draft coverage, because this is how quick the NFL offseason goes. We had Combine coverage. Now we have NFL draft coverage leading up 3 weeks, guys. Daily videos all off season long. Draft, free agency, more. Interactive and informative content. We're talking about possibly who could the Patriots draft in literally the 6th round. Where else do you get that? You get that right here on Patriots Today. And we also love to hear from you guys on our live shows. We interact with the audience. We bring you guys on the mailbag, so make sure you hit that sub button right now. Let's get into some of those quarterbacks that could be available for the Patriots, probably around the 5th, 6th, or 7th round. And the guy I want to look at first is Garrett Nussmeier. He's a veteran quarterback from LSU, and they could bring him in, be that practice squad player, and you could see a lot of Nussmeier once we get into the NFL preseason and also in training camp. I mean, he kind of fits the build, 6'1", 205 pounds. He had a decent season in 2025. Not particularly what you want to see out of your quarterback because he kind of regressed from his year in 2024. But when you look at the last 4 seasons, he's been a solid quarterback. I mean, that 2024 season, you will never forget about that. 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 64% completion percentage. And why do I think the Patriots could possibly look at him to be a target in the quarterback room? Well, he has a great relationship with Will Campbell. I would say great relationship because Will Campbell also dates Garrett Nussmeier's sister, which is a little bit funny. But I think he has a great relationship, and you also want to have that good relationship with your left tackle and your quarterback, just like Drake Maye has with Will Campbell. So I think that he could possibly be there. But for the one part, I doubt he'll be there past the 4th round. I think some team is going to take a flyer on him, maybe take a chance on him because they saw that potential that he had in that 2024 draft. So maybe possibly for the Patriots, I'm not 100% sure, but that's also a guy they could look at. The next guy, more likely to be a Patriot probably than any other guy that we're going to be talking about, and that's Joe Fagano. I think that's how you say his name, right, Sam? Is that how you say it? He looks Italian. His last name sounds Italian, so I'm going to go with Joe Fagano from UConn, and I think he is a very, very solid player. He's playing FBS ball. He transferred over from Maine after his freshman season. You could see the last 3 years with UConn. He made it UConn actually kind of relevant, except for their one loss to the University of Delaware. Shout out the Blue Hens. 69% completion percentage, 3,400 yards, 31 total touchdowns, and only 1 interception in all 12 games played. This is my top guy for the Patriots to draft going into the NFL draft if he's available at 6. You don't see him playing that power 4 ball because UConn's independent. Like I just said, they were playing teams like Syracuse, teams like the University of Delaware, but he feels like he has potential to be a great backup in this league, and he's my number 1 guy for the Patriots. And then the last guy, the guy from Illinois, Luke Altmaier, I think he is also a possible pick for the New England Patriots to go out and draft in the 6th round. This is your prototypical guy, and I think he fits the Patriots mold pretty well. 6'2", 205 pounds. He can move a little bit in the pocket, but you can see that completion percentage is 68.1%. 2,800 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. And when you look at his last couple seasons, all of these guys start to have a little bit of similarity. You can see the 60% completion percentage every single year. Not much yardage, but the total touchdowns is there. Only 5 interceptions, 6 interceptions, but he got better than his first year at Illinois. But if you see every single guy that we've talked about multiple times, they all fit the kind of system with this Josh McDaniels type offense. They can move around the pocket. They can take care of the football more than anything. That's what the Josh McDaniel offense is. Not a lot of turnovers. We do not want a turnover-prone quarterback and someone who can develop behind Drake Maye. Hell, I don't know if Tommy DeVito is going to be here long term. He is a good quarterback, but he is a backup quarterback. And wouldn't you like, after Tommy DeVito, not on a rookie contract anymore, you signed him to a $7.5 million deal. So I think that you could go into the younger route. Get someone that's going to sit behind him. We saw the Patriots do this a lot with Tom Brady. So I think they're going to do the same exact thing with Drake Maye and draft one of these guys in the 6th, maybe even a 5th round. But you guys let me know down in the comments section. Which quarterback are you taking? I want to hear from you. Type your GNs if you're going Garrett Nussmeier. Type your JFs if you're going Joe Fagano. Or type your LAs if you're going for Luke Altmaier. We'll know in 3 weeks who the Patriots draft because that's how close the NFL draft is. And you know we got you covered with every single news and rumor. So don't miss out. Hit that sub button right now. And as always, let's go Pats. First, did you see the question from Nikhil? Alper, why do you hate Drew Aller? We can have that conversation, Nikhil.
That's a whole nother live show. Yeah, we need to get a name check on the UConn QB.
Fagnano?
Fagnano.
I don't know names very well.
Fagnano.
I mean, I had an argument with
Fits right in with Tommy
Harrison. He was like, "Is it Max Ihanachor?" And then I'm like, "Well, I heard Elliot Wolf say Ihanachor."
I thought Ian Achor.
I
That's
heard
where footy
when I
is.
was listening to it, Elliot Wolf presser, and for anybody in the comments that don't know, that is the general manager of the Patriots, well, de facto general manager, and he said Max Ihanachor. Then I'm wrong. I got 3 weeks.
You
Nice to
too.
meet you.
Yes, sir. Make sure you guys get on the show. Hashtag Patriots.
Hashtag
Super Chat.
Patriots. What did Jod send me? Ihanachor. He just sent it.
I
Jod
think
just
it's
sent it.
Ian Achor.
Nope, he said Ihanachor.
Who said that?
The pronunciation.
Oh, I don't
Ihanachor.
care if JOD says it or not.
Oh. Paper waves. Tell Coop he better care. Keep getting your questions in, guys. Hashtag Patriots. We got 1 down, 3 to go. It is so hot in here when I'm talking.
Do you need another fan?
Nah, I'm good.
We got another one for
Good.
you.
How did Sam say? Joe Fagnano?
Fagnano.
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 Yeah, him and Tommy DeVito will be best friends.
Oh, they're gonna open
They
up the sub shop in New Jersey.
they probably already know each other.
No, absolutely.
They're probably the same agent.
Do you usually rip the intro?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Either way.
I usually just tell the producer whatever you prefer. Like some of the new guys are like, I don't like doing. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I
we'll
usually
just
go.
we'll just cut into it. That's fine with me. Sawyer Robertson, he's been linked to New England. Has he?
Stinks.
Has he, old man mob? I haven't heard anything of that.
Sawyer Robertson's bad.
Nikhil, thoughts on Travion? Look, man,
What did Travion tweet? Look it up.
Yeah. I'm not going to question anybody's thoughts, but just be educated, man. That's all I'm going to say. Just be educated. My comments are the same exact thing that Mike Vrabel said. We want to be inclusive. Just be educated. That's basically it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He didn't tweet anything bad.
Nothing. It was what he insinuated.
Yeah, fair enough.
What he insinuated. Yeah. Vrabel can deal with it if whatever. He's the head coach. But that's all I'm gonna say. Dark Lord, I need that shirt. Where you rock? Where can I get it? I mean, I got this when the Patriots won the Super Bowl. Is there anything on the back? Yeah, there's the whole roster on the back.
That's pretty cool.
It's so old. There's a hole in the back. I'm on my shoulder right here.
Goodness gracious.
I mean,
You won that
I've
one.
had this shirt for 8 years, or no, I guess it would be 9 years now. But when they beat, this is from Super Bowl 51. After we won, I bought this shirt. I also bought a hoodie, lost the hoodie, but I've had this for a while. If you could find it on eBay, I can guarantee you that Nike is not selling Super Bowl 51 T-shirts. That ain't changing, Trevor Clark. Nikhil, Howie should get off his high horse and stop thinking he should be the best. Howie's a tool.
Y'all are coming correct today.
Oh, they're
This is
crazy.
electric.
Calvin Caliber. I also have a shirt that's the same exact from Super Bowl 49 and has the roster on the back. Did you send it to me on IG, Trav? I haven't. I mean, I've watched Chris Brazzell highlights. When did you send me it? I'm looking right now. I see one Patriots fan. He sent me a DM on Tuesday after I tweeted out my team making the NBA playoffs, and he said Boston on top.
Y'all are wild. That's all I
Crazy.
gotta say.
I don't see it, Trav. When did you send it? I'm looking right now. Oh, I see it right here. There we go. Oh, I see it now. You know ball. Yeah, I see it now. I barely get on my Instagram, man. I don't post pictures. I'm not a picture guy. If we don't get A.J. Brown, let's trade for Drake London. What makes you think that they'll trade Drake London? That's what I want to know. Old man mom, what is going on? What is going on in chit chat right now? Good Lord. Shamar Fox, my evening's going good, man. It's still pretty much the day. It's only 3:30. London is mild but risky. What's up, Angel Walker?
You talking about Drake London?
Yes. Why would the Falcons trade him?
They're not trading.
Yeah. Get Tyreek Hill. That man might not even play. Kish, welcome. We're just getting started. Anything because the Falcons do is dumb. Well, they got the new president of football, Matt Ryan.
Yes, they do.
But drafting an extra QB is what Ron Wolf's Elliott's dad has done for years. Draft them, develop them, trade for assets, repeat. Yeah, I like that. 100%. You're all over the draft, Paper Waves. All over the draft. Go check out his article. Paper Waves DE. There's a whole write-up on everything. You're good, Trav. You're totally okay. We should get Haynes King out of Georgia Tech? No. Why would we go and do that? Hill will go to KC or Chargers? We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. All right. Keep asking your questions, guys. We're going to get into our next segment because ESPN dropped the 3-round mock, and I'm just going to rip this to shreds. Because they made, I don't know what they were thinking, and it really doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't know. I think it's dumb. I think if the Patriots did this exact draft, it would be very, very, very stupid. So you keep asking your questions for our mailbag. We got 76 people also. Keep hitting that thumbs up icon, and let's get into it. ESPN dropped their latest NFL mock draft, and it was not 1, not 2, but 3 rounds. And it's 3 weeks before the NFL draft. Maybe we'll get even further, and we'll get 4. We'll get 4 of a 4-round picks. So let's get into it. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Brett Alper, by the way. So the Patriots right now have 11 draft picks going forward. And I don't think they're going to keep all 11. You can see all those 6-round picks that the Patriots have. I don't think it's really any useful to keep all 6 of those. You can trade up, get a better player in possibly the 4th round, or you can even trade that 7th-round pick at 247 overall. But right now, you should be worrying about pick 31, pick 63, and pick 95 because that is what is in this ESPN mock draft. And I said the Patriots have a bunch of needs. I think they need to go with an edge rusher because you only replaced Draymond Jones, or you replaced Kayvon Chason with Draymond Jones. You need a tight end. You definitely need a tight end because you let go of Austin Hooper. You need a wide receiver. I still think the Patriots are going to get A.J. Brown at some point. I also think you need a backup tackle, but I say, quote, backup tackle because he is later going to be a starter for Morgan Moses. And then I also think you need to have a linebacker going into this NFL draft. So let's get into it, but before we do, I want to know, are you guys excited for the NFL draft? 3 weeks away, less than 3 weeks, and we're going to be live here right on the channel reacting to every single pick, all the shocking picks that the Patriots have, all the good ones that the Patriots have. So if you're excited for it, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon. All right, so for the first round at pick 31, the New England Patriots are selecting one guy that I would not be drafting, Cassius Howell, the edge out of Texas A&M. And I think that Cassius Howell is a very solid player, and I think he'd be decent in the NFL. But I'm not 100% sure that the Patriots should be looking to draft him at pick 31. I mean, 6'2", 248 pounds. He has that size and build to be an edge rusher, but I think that there's one specific thing that is wrong with Cassius Howell. But let's get into what ESPN said about him. He said the Patriots must keep adding quality pass rushers. They had 35 sacks last season, which is tied for 22nd in the NFL, which is an upgrade from last year. They were dead last in 2024. And Howell is an explosive pressure generator who can close on quarterbacks in a hurry. And when you look at his last 4 seasons, specifically his 2025 and 2024 season with Texas A&M, he's gotten better and better and better. And in 25, 11 and a half sacks, 41 pressures, and six pass breakups. And you guys have heard me multiple times, and I see the 14 tackles for loss. I think he'd be a good edge rusher, and you needed someone to set the edge because Caleb Chason was not a good run defender. But I just am not about Cassius Howell. And I think that he's going to be a decent player. But when you look at his relative athletic scores, RAS score, it's not as good as someone that you could find like a TJ Parker. Because when you see the height and the weight, it doesn't really fit. And the one thing that I look at the most, because I'm not looking at 40-yard dash, he's a great athlete, is the arm length. It's not there at all. And this tweet from Matt Miller, who was an NFL draft scout, who I think now works for ESPN, he tweeted this out about the NFL draft, and he said, at 37/8 inches and 31/4 arm length, Ruben Bain and Cassius Howell would have the shortest arms for an edge rusher drafted in the first round since at least 1999. We already deal with a person who deals with short arms with our left tackle at Will Campbell. Do we want to go with another one and take another gamble on Cassius Howell, who, yeah, I think he's a great athlete, but is he really going to be a great player with such short arms? Don't you think a guy like that is a really good tackle is just going to get up under him? Because you aren't going to be able to swim with those short arms. Ruben Bain at least has the bend, and that's why he still could go top 10. Cassius Howell does not have that Ruben Bain type athleticism. So I'm passing on Howell. I think you could get a much better prospect in the NFL draft, specifically at pick 31. And I got four guys in general. I'm starting to lean towards Zion Young going earlier in the draft. I mean, he's been mocked to the Bears so many times at pick 25, but maybe you trade up. R. Mason Thomas is a really good player. I think the Patriots could look at him. Romello Height is 100% probably going to fall in the second round, but if the Patriots want to go get him with pick 31, then you easily could find him. And then TJ Parker. He's my number one guy that I'm going to go and get. He had a down year in 2025, but I also think that he had a really, really good year in 2024. That's my number one guy. But Cassius Howell, with those short arms, I'll go like this. Stay as far away as possible, please. Please. He's got those T-Rex arms. We already got one T-Rex on the team. I don't want to. Let me know. Are you drafting Cassius Howell with pick 31? Are you going with them? Are you disagreeing with me? Or are you going with another guy like TJ Parker? I will say 100% go with an edge rusher at pick 31. But you let me know down in the comment section. Give me a Y for yes or give me an N for no. The second guy, and this is round 2, pick 63. And ESPN has the Patriots taken another edge? Gabe Akis, the edge rusher out of Illinois. Why the hell are we drafting another edge rusher? This does not make any sense. ESPN, what are we doing? And here's what they had to say about Akis. He says, we double up on edge rushers in New England, as Akis is an NFL-ready run defender who has the traits to be a consistent pressure generator. And my first reaction, because I saw this article come out this morning, and I was like, oh, let's see who the Patriots. Are they going to get Chris Brazzell at the second round? Are they going to do this, this, and this? Because you get an edge rusher in the first, then you might go offensive tackle. No, they double dip on edge rushers. What? Why? Why would you double dip on edge rushers when, for one, you just drafted a guy in the first round? Two, you already have Draymond Jones on a 3-year deal. This does not make any sort of sense. You have so many other needs that you have to fill. You have so many other needs. You need a tackle. You need a wide receiver. You need a tight end. You need a linebacker. Why would you go and get 2 edge rushers? At least go get a linebacker that can play both edge and linebacker like the one guy from Michigan. It does not make sense. I get that the Patriots need edge, but you get one guy that fills your need. That right there. You don't need 2. And Akis is a great player. I mean, you could see with Illinois, 2025, 11 sacks, 41 pressures. If you want to get him in the second round, please do. Because if you go with another guy in the first, let's say they go with Maxie Honachor. I think that'd be a perfect pick. Let's say you go with a wide receiver like a Denzel Boston or a Chris Brazzell, and then you get Akis in the second round. That'd be a perfect plan. But I don't feel the need to draft 2 edge rushers in back-to-back rounds. You don't double dip when you already have a great defense and you have other needs elsewhere. You have a lot of other needs elsewhere. So it just does not make any sense. We'll be live. And if the Patriots double dip on Thursday and Friday, you're going to see a big rant. But we're also covering this because mock drafts are coming out. I'll have another mock draft for me. So if you want coverage all leading up to the NFL draft in less than 3 weeks, go ahead and hit that sub button. Right now, we're at 47,665. Let's get those numbers up. We are so close to 48,000. So hit that sub button right now. The next one. And finally, we're going with a wide receiver at pick number 95, round 3, and that is Bryce Lance, the absolute star out of North Dakota State. He's also Trey Lance's brother, by the way. Here's what ESPN had to say. Lance is a sudden vertical threat who has easy speed and posted 2,139 yards and 25 touchdown catches over the past 2 seasons. He would provide quarterback Drake Maye with a pass catcher who strikes fear into defenses. And look, I really like this guy. I think he is going to be a good player in the NFL. 6'3", 209 pounds. He had a great year in 2025. There is just... he's playing FCS ball. And you look at some of the stats that he had in his last 2 years. When you're playing North Dakota State, you're playing FCS. You're not playing any Power 5 teams. You're not playing any great college teams. But when he got on the field, he took advantage. 8 touchdowns. In 2024, had 17, 1,000 yards in back-to-back years, and 120 catches. I can't complain about that, and he is just one hell of an athlete. When you look at his RAS score, he fits the height. He fits the mold that we want. We want a guy that is going to be 6'2" or higher. He has a great vertical jump, great broad jump, the 40-yard dash. Look at that speed at 4.34. He is a speed demon, and he is one of the top wide receivers that RAS is graded. I think they had him at a number 7 out of all the wide receivers that he's done. It's just, I'm very, very hesitant to take an FCS player this early. I don't like FCS ball players. I think that you should be playing at the top of the line. If you were that good, I know North Dakota State didn't they just move to FBS? Just moved to FBS, so he would have that advantage. Yeah, Mountain West Conference. But before that, you're not going to be playing your Alabamas. You're not going to be playing your Georgias. You're not going to be playing your Ohio States. Or I guess now you could say you're not going to be playing your Indianas. And when you look at the strengths and weaknesses, I mean, he is just an absolute speed demon. I love what I saw out of him when watching it. He's got footwork. He has the ability. That catch radius is absurd to catch it at his highest point. But you see the weaknesses. One of the top ones, limited exposure to explosive athletes across from him. That's what you're playing with FCS ball. I think he is going to be an insane athlete in the NFL. But playing with talent, you truly don't know if he's going to translate into the NFL. You don't know if he's going to be a star. You don't know if he's going to be that Justin Jefferson type player. I mean, in the 3rd round, you're not going to be looking for that type of player. But in the 3rd round last year, we got Kyle Williams. And I think Kyle Williams has more potential than Bryce Lance. But to argue everything I've been saying, Christian Watson, the wide receiver for the Packers, who was their number 1, and they decided to let Romeo Dobbs go because they trust him more than anything. He's from North Dakota State, and he had just as good of seasons at North Dakota State than Bryce Lance did. So you could easily argue that, hey, he proved it. Why can't Lance? So we'll have to wait and see. But those 3 picks from ESPN, I disagree with the first 2. But if they wanted to go with the 3rd round, I'm not going to hate it, but I'm not going to agree with it. What's your favorite wide receiver in the NFL draft? I love Chris Brazzell. I want to draft him nonstop. I want the Patriots to get him. I think he is a deep threat. He is a tall wide receiver, and he fits this offense perfectly. So let me know down in the comments section. And while you're also commenting, go ahead and hit that sub button. We got you coverage all throughout leading up to the NFL draft, and we'll also be live during the NFL draft. You don't want to miss out. Hit that sub button right now, and as always, let's go Pats.
2 down, 2 to go.
2 down.
I like Chris Brazzell as well. I would say,
I don't know why he's only going 2nd.
I don't hate him being your favorite receiver, to be honest.
I mean, I'm thinking of a sense of pick 31.
Yeah, exactly.
Or round 2. Like, I'm not going to say,
you're not getting
yeah,
Lemon, you're not getting
Carnell.
Tate.
Lemon is the best wide receiver in my opinion, but the Patriots aren't getting Makai Lemon. Like, we've had people in the comments talking about, they're like, Alper, can we get Jeremiah Smith next year? I'm like, you want the Patriots to go 1-16?
Yeah, literally. There's a chance Jeremiah Smith could be the number 1 overall pick as a receiver.
Oh, yeah. He is the best player in college football right now.
Now, Jeremiah Smith with Drake Maye would be absolute cinema.
It would be unfreaking believable, but it's just not happening. Like, hate to break it to you guys. Who's another great North Dakota State wide receiver? I only saw Christian Watson and Lance.
Yeah, I mean, they have plenty of
they're the best player. They're a powerhouse. That's why they finally moved up.
They had Gray Zabel. They had Hunter Lupke. They've had Trey Lance, Carson Wentz, Easton Stick. Cole Payton, their QB this year.
I will say, for offensive linemen, you can find a gem in FCS.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, if you just get good coaching and you're 6'6", 300 pounds, you could easily be a tackle. But with skill position players, that's where I kind of question it.
Watson was good, though.
Yeah, Watson was very good.
But, no, I don't disagree with you for the most part. Like, you do need to have that competitive experience in college football.
Because FCS is so much different.
Like, there are obviously exceptions to the rule, as like your fellow Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
Yep.
There's a couple of other guys who have succeeded in the FCS, Tony Romo, among others. Like,
you can find a linebacker too.
It happens, but your hit rate is much higher in the power conferences.
Oh, easily. And it's even harder with skill position players. Like, not even quarterback. Quarterback, yeah, that's fine. But other than that, it's hard to say. Drake Maye, I'll see you. Appreciate you for tuning in, Drake Maye. I like your shaved head, by the way, too.
Drake Maye was tuned into the show?
Drake Maye, K1P.
That's sick.
Make sure you tell all the other Patriots about it.
Yeah, get Will Campbell in the chat.
Also, in the third round, like, Drake Maye, he said, I'd say Max Clare in the third round. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm totally okay. We need a tight end. Hunter Henry is getting old. The Dolphins will get Jeremiah Smith next draft. They might need a quarterback.
Well, they might need everything.
They might need everything. 2 free wins for the New England Patriots. Old Man Mob wants Oscar Delp.
Dude, Oscar Delp is rising up draft boards.
Because of his pro day.
I like Oscar Delp a lot.
He has the tangibles to be a good tight end, but then I was watching film and I'm like, this dude doesn't have a lot. Like, he has like 20 catches on the year for Georgia. 4 free wins against the Jets and the Finns. Yes, Trevor Clark. And Josh Babbitt, yeah, the Georgia tight end. Like, he is fast, he is strong, he is tall. It's just I look and I'm like, 20 catches. Like, last year, my favorite tight end in the draft was Helm.
Gunnar Helm?
Yeah.
I like Gunnar Helm too, obviously. Tight ends you can find in the mid and late rounds, man. You just can. And those are just replaceable players.
Yeah.
Like, at the most part. If you find a guy that you can give a second contract to, awesome. But those are mostly just replaceable guys.
And, I mean, you're never going to find a Gronk. It's rare.
It's not happening.
Unless Kenyon Sadiq is going first round, so we're not even looking at. You can't look at him. Tanner Kazol is an anorexic Gronk. He is worth a watch. My favorite player who I think would be good pairing for Drake Maye and how he's targeted wide receivers. I'll go watch his tape. I will go watch his tape. I have no idea who he is, though.
This next segment on the show is about to be an absolute Patriot slurp fest.
Oh, it is propaganda at its finest.
Oh yeah.
Stole the idea from Seeps. He did this. He did this video for Vikings, and I was like, "We'll do it for the AFC."
Shout out to Jay who said Dolphins could surprise people next year. As someone who normally works on our Dolphins channel, they're going to be the worst team in the NFL. They're going to be very, very bad. Malik Willis, no offensive line,
no weapons. Receivers. He has no weapons.
Devon Achan's the only weapon they have on that team.
Max Clare in the second. I'd go Clare in the third, but I would love him as a pick. Oh, that's a good question, Mob. If you had to pick, who would I trade? Booty or Pop? Whatever gets me A.J. Brown, bro.
You're getting starting A.J. Brown anyway.
I have my doubts, even though I'm convinced in my head it's going to happen. I'm thinking about already just buying the jersey. But then that jinxes it. That jinxes it. Like just buying a DH Gate jersey and just saying, all right, well, it's $20, I might as well.
Yeah.
And if it gets here, then when he eventually, if he does, then on the live show, I get to wear it. Trevor Clark, my dream trade for A.J. Brown is a second and a fourth. 74 catches for Tanner this year. Houston Cougars tight end. Oh, I'm going to have to look at this guy. 6'7", 240? He had 94 in 2024. Now, do we like him for tight end reasons or do we like him for wide receiver reasons?
Interesting.
All righty. I think AJ was the one who told the press about Hurts. We all know who told the press about Hurts.
Everybody knows.
It was Kevin Patullo.
Had to be.
It was 100% Kevin Patullo. Oh, that was such a victory lap, man. Apparently one of the coaches said they don't like each other. Yeah. It's clear as day. It's clear as day. All right, we still got 76 people. I have a very good feeling on draft night we will trade that our second with the Eagles. We'll see, man. We'll see. Keep asking your questions, guys. Let's get into it. I'm going to tell you exactly why the NFL should be terrified of the Patriots next season. A lot of the media is talking about the Patriots saying they're going to regress massively going into 2026. And I'm going to tell you exactly, no, that is not happening. This is why the NFL should be terrified of the Patriots next season. Welcome to Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And one of the big reasons is that, well, they're pretty much running it back. They made the Super Bowl last year and are running it back. This offseason, you only lost 4 key players. They're going to be a contender in the AFC. And I even think that for back-to-back seasons since the dynasty era, that the Patriots could easily win the division over the Buffalo Bills. But before we get into it, I want to ask you guys, how many wins will the Patriots get in 2026? I said 11. I think the Patriots are going to get 11-6. I do think it's not going to be just as good as it was last year, but 11 wins can still easily get you one home field advantage going into the AFC playoffs. So let's take a look at just the Patriots last season. And like I said before, they are running back a lot of what we saw from last year. And one of the big reasons, and we'll get to Drake Maye in a bit, but during the playoffs, it was the defense that absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage. You looked and it was fierce. It made teams being afraid. You remember the Giants game where every single hit was boom, boom, boom. You're going to get knocked the F out. And Zach Kerr, there's a reason why he got promoted to defensive coordinator just because of how good his defense was. When we look at the stats from last year, every single one of these was in the top 10. They only allowed 284 yards per game. That's 5th in the NFL. The passing yards was 185. That's 8th. The rushing yards, which we'll get into the rushing defense in just a second, but 2nd in the NFL, especially in run rush win rate. It was insane. Points per game, 17.9, which was 3rd, and they were also great on 3rd down. Only a 36.19% completion or conversion on 3rd down. And once it got to the playoffs, it elevated to the next level. And I'm not even going to speak about what Christian Gonzalez did because we've talked about it enough with his contract extension. But the defense as a whole, they only allowed 26 points. And I will say, this is before the Super Bowl. So these are the wild card game, the divisional game, and the AFC Championship game. 26 points, only 209 yards per game, 3.3 yards per play, negative 0.42 EPA per play, and they had 12 total sacks, which led the entire NFL in the postseason. Also set some records with some of these ones. But it was the rush defense better than anything. Because guess what? The rush defense is returning for the 2nd straight year. On the inside, you still got Milton Williams. You still got Christian Barmore. Your linebackers are staying the same, and you upgraded at your run defense. So opponent rush percentage, 10th in the NFL. 10th in the NFL in rushes or yards per rush. 5th in carries. 6th in rush yards per game. And the rush touchdowns was number 2. This was an amazing run defense. And when Milton Williams came out, it kind of dipped, but when he came right back in, it went right to what it was at the beginning of the season, where they didn't allow a 50-yard rusher 9 games through the year. And I will just say I love how well Vrabel has this team. He has it connected. And this feels like old school football. I will go into, again, what the Patriots did against the Giants when they were hard hitting down the sidelines. Jackson Dart running out, pancaked, or whatever you want to call it. Decleated off the field. Clean hit, though, but aggressive. Hard-nosed type football, and that's what he does, and it's going to be the same exact thing next season with the guys returning for their second straight year. And now I will say I think the Patriots still need to upgrade at the edge position in the NFL draft in just a little under 3 weeks, because you added Draymond Jones, which is an upgrade in my opinion from K'Lavon Chaisson. But on the other side, you still have Harold Landry, but you need somebody to elevate this defense. So I think picking an edge at pick 31 is going to be the specific position that the Patriots need to go to, because the rest of the defense is perfect. The secondary, the safeties, the linebackers, the interior defense. But you have the edge rushers. And I got 2 guys that I'm looking at. I hope Zion Young is there, because if he is, I think the Patriots will draft him. They brought him on a top 30 visit. But TJ Parker also. I really like what Parker can bring to this team. I think he has that aggressiveness and will fill the perfect Mike Vrabel system that he has put in place with the New England Patriots. He fits that type of scheme for the Pats. So if these 2 guys are available at 31, you have your choice. If only one of them, please pick them. But either way, I think the Patriots are once again going to have a top 10 defense in the NFL. I argued it last year. Go back to the videos. I was watching some of them earlier this week. I was looking at some of the preseason videos that we did, and I was like, I said a lot about the defense, but I'm saying it again. Let me know down in the comments. The Patriots will have a blank best defense in the NFL. You let me know down in the comments. The second one, well, no key players are gone. You did not go into this offseason and lost any key starter. Every starter from last year's team is mostly coming back, because when you look at the key departures from last year, you lost Kyrus Tonga, which in my opinion is the biggest one that you can possibly have, but he wasn't even a starter. He was 3rd or 4th on the depth chart. You lost K'Lavon Chaisson, which, so be it. You lost Jalen Hawkins, but you replaced him with an all-pro safety, and then Stephon Diggs, well, you replaced him with another wide receiver. So none of those guys are really going to change the game just because you lost them. It's not like you're losing one of your top offensive linemen, your top defender. It'd be like the Patriots if they lost Christian Barmore or Milton Williams. No, that's not the case here. You look at these key departures, but then you go and look at their key additions. A lot better, right? You replaced Chaisson with Draymond Jones, who can still get to the quarterback just as much and can set the edge and be a good run defender. You add Elijah Vera-Tucker, which upgrades the offensive line. You replace Romeo Dobbs, or you replace Stephon Diggs with Romeo Dobbs. He is still going to get the same production that Diggs did, and he's younger, and I think he's a little bit faster too. And Kevin Byard, your safety, replaced Hawkins with Byard, all-pro safety compared to a guy who just had his best year of his career. And also Reggie Gilliam. I like Reggie Gilliam. We're bringing back the fullback. You know I'm always going to enjoy that. You improved every position that you needed in NFL free agency. Every position that you lost. And so you're going to have the same exact team. You're going to have the same exact chemistry. You're going to have the same exact coaching staff. It's almost like they know exactly what they're doing. So running it back with the same team that just made the Super Bowl, I have a good feeling that this team is only going to get better. And you know what? I can't wait to see Kevin Byard get to work, because he was a top safety in the league. I know he's up there in age, but he's still a top safety in the league, in my opinion, and I can't wait to see him and what him and Craig Woodson do next season. The next one is the offensive line. The biggest thing why the Patriots lost the Super Bowl, in my opinion, is because the offensive line was absolutely terrible. It was trash. It was horrid. But overall, it wasn't the worst that you could have ever seen. I mean, 2024 was still the worst offensive line that I have ever seen. Will Campbell had a good PFF grade. Jared Wilson, well, we'll get into that in a second, because he had the worst of the whole entire team. Grant Bradbury, he is now a Chicago Bear. Mike Vrabel's still here. Morgan Moses is still here. But on this right side, that was the biggest problem going into the Super Bowl. Because we lost, because Jared Wilson didn't play his best, Will Campbell didn't play his best, but now Garrett Bradbury is long and gone. And the Patriots have a revamped offensive line. You added a specific player in free agency in Elijah Vera Tucker. You get to move Jared Wilson to a position where he struggled with and now have moved him to his original spot where he played at college at Georgia, where he was really, really good. Morgan Moses is going to be healthy. Mike Vrabel, I'd never have a complaint about him because he needs an extension right now. But everybody wants to talk about Will Campbell. Everybody wants to talk about, should he be a guard? And I'll admit, I was overreacting after the Super Bowl, said he can't be a left tackle. He cannot be this. We need to move him to guard and draft another tackle. But I'm going to say, let's relax on Will Campbell for a bit. Let's relax on everything because Elliot Will talked about it, and he said, well, I don't think he was fully healthy. I think that his knee, his torn MCL, was really bothering him during the 2025 playoffs. Because when you look at his stats from before and after the injury, well, they were great on the left side before the injury, 72.6 overall grade. The pass blocking grade was great. He only allowed 5 sacks, 26 pressures. But then after the injury, when he said, let's see, he played in the Super Bowl, he played in the 3 playoff games, and he also played in, I think, 1 regular season game. So that's 5 games there compared to the 13 that he played in the regular season. That's 5 after the injury. He allowed just almost as many sacks. He had allowed just as many pressures, and the pass blocking grade dropped all the way 40 points. So clearly he was not himself. I think that another year under his belt, another year of developing and getting better is only going to help him. And the biggest thing, he is going to be healthy. And the one thing that needs to be reiterated through the entire Patriots organization, the largest thing that the Patriots need to do always and forever is protect Drake Maye. Protect your quarterback. I don't care who it is out there. If you have time to throw, he will be great. If you don't have time to throw, he is going to fold like a cheap suit, and we're going to lose another Super Bowl. Because that's what happened in the Super Bowl, is the offensive line could not protect Drake Maye, and he got a little antsy there, and it did not work out for the best of us. But speaking of Drake Maye, the last reason why he should be feared is because Drake Maye is absolutely elite. He's one of the best quarterbacks in football, and he proved it in his second year in the NFL. In a full 17-game season in the second year, Drake Maye had the best season. I don't care that Matthew Stafford won MVP. I don't give a shit that he won MVP. Excuse my language. He was the best quarterback in the NFL. 72% completion percentage, 4,400 yards almost, 31 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions, and one of those was a garbage time bomb. 113 QB rating, the best in the NFL. And I'll bring up Stafford again because I still think that Drake Maye should have won MVP. But when you look at the advanced stats, the completion percentage better, the yards per attempt better, rush yards, oh yeah, Drake Maye can run the ball too. QBR, EPA, CPOE, record, all better. He was the best quarterback in the draft. I know he had still great total touchdowns numbers and passing yards and about the same interceptions. But when you look at the efficiency, look at where Drake Maye is on this chart. All the way at the top right. He's better than everybody. Better than Purdy. Better than Love. Oh, Josh Allen's there. Yeah, Drake Maye's better than him. Sam Darnold, Super Bowl winning quarterback. Yeah, better than him. Oh, Mahomes is there too. Yeah, Drake Maye played the best out of his career, and I think that he's only going to get better. He is still super young. Guess what? He's only entering his 3rd year of his career. This is probably the worst that we are going to see from Drake Maye. And you got him a weapon in Romeo Dobbs. You upgraded the offensive line. So he's going to have protection and another year under his belt. Another year in the Josh McDaniel offense. So I think this offense is only going to elevate its game going forward. And the books, well, they kind of agree with it. They still have the Buffalo Bills at minus 145 odds, which granted, they have Josh Allen. Josh Allen is proven, but the Patriots are right there at plus 150. That means the books are trying to save themselves a little bit of money here. Like, yeah, we're not going to put the Bills as big favorites, but we're not going to put the Patriots as big underdogs. Now, these two teams, you can just throw them out. Those are 4 free wins right there. But I think the Patriots could easily compete for an AFC East title. And the books, they also have the Pats at 9.5 wins. I got them more. I think the over is smacking easily. When you look at the teams that they're playing, the home schedule is going to be really, really easy. So I like what the Patriots are going to do going into this season. You let me know, though. Over or under 9.5 wins for the Pats? Give me an O for over or give me a U for under. I better be seeing those O's down in the comments section. Make sure you hit that sub button, guys. We got you coverage all throughout the offseason on what the Patriots do, all the news, all the rumors, and, of course, the NFL draft. And once we get into mini camp, once we get into training camp, and then the best part, football season. So make sure you hit that sub button. And as always, let's go Pats. Dope. Mailbag.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you saw that too. There's an onboarding. Oh, Lord. The do's and don'ts. Oh. I know. I'm not saying a word. I'm just saying, ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Some exciting stuff coming from Chat Sports.
Exciting stuff. I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it.
Oh, yeah, it'll be cool.
Paperwave's thoughts on Blake Miller. Won't be there at 31. Panthers, Lions, or Chiefs will take Miller. There's one thing, like, I get excited for the NFL draft because it's football, but I'm, like, not super excited. The NFL draft doesn't get me going crazy. Because I'm not that big of a college guy. What? Undamaged soul. Good question. Why don't you put that in the mailbag? Why don't you put a hashtag Patriots for that question? Undamaged soul. Oh, man. I'll look at it later. Wendy's or Burger King? Neither.
Wendy's for sure.
Neither. I'm a Chick-fil-A guy.
Oh, well, of course, but if you have to pick between the two, it's
I haven't had Wendy's. Is the 4 for 4 still a thing? I haven't had Wendy's.
Faux?
I haven't had Wendy's since the faux for faux.
Yeah, I don't know if it is or not.
I like the draft more than a non-Patriots Super Bowl. Nah. There you go. No, hashtag Patriots. Paperwaves. Yeah, I don't like Daniel Jeremiah. He had the Patriots taking a defensive tackle.
Which you don't need.
Like, I would understand taking a defensive tackle in the later rounds, maybe fourth.
But not at 31.
No. You have Christian Barmore and Milton Williams. Yeah. There's no need. I'm in Texas. We have superior burger places to up north. Yeah.
So are we.
No, he's saying, Nessworth saying I'm in Texas. I mean, I've had plenty of burger spots. There's some good burger spots here.
Oh, yeah. Been to Burger Smurger?
I don't think I have. I've been to Rodeo Goat.
Rodeo Goat's good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Twisted Root?
I've had Twisted Root.
Village Burger Bar?
Yes.
Skyrocket?
Nope.
Fire.
I need to get all these places. Give me a challenge to do if the Patriots go 14-3.
He says the faux is still alive.
The faux is still alive? Okay. I mean, I go to Chick-fil-A, and that's about it. I'm in Cane's, Zaxby's.
Cane's is fire.
I'm a big Culver's guy.
How can you not be?
Well, I haven't had it in a year.
Away.
Yeah, there's not one close to here except in, like, Rockwall.
Well, there's one in Rockwall. There's one in the Colony.
Of course.
There's one right by my parents' house in Flower Mound, but that's far away.
I mean, in Delaware, we didn't have anything. I mean, Paperwaves is from Delaware.
You had Wawa.
Yeah, we have Wawa. I would do anything for a Wawa down here in Texas. Anything. Steven says, what is Culver's? It's a fast food burger spot. Butter burgers. And then they have amazing ice cream.
Yeah, Culver's is gas.
And Royal Farms. Paperwave says Royal Farms. So
Whataburger is not trash. We'll fight on that. As a native Texan. Now, has it gone downhill in the last couple of years since the corporate shills out of Chicago bought it? Absolutely.
You got to go to a specific Whataburger. Each one is different.
You can't go to the one where we live. Have you been to that one?
The one that's next to the Kroger and Target?
Horrific.
It's awful.
Horrific.
It is so bad.
It's so bad.
We do, Trav. Paperwaves, so this is what I would do. I would go get a sub from Wawa And there's a road, Route 10. You have the Wawa right here. It's across from a Food Lion. You have a Wawa right there. Then you drive down the road. You go like half a mile, and there is a Royal Farms right there. So I'd stop at Wawa. I get my sub. Then I drive down half a mile, go to the Royal Farms, and get a small box of potato wedges.
Ooh.
And their Royal Farms fries are fire. And if I'm having a late night, I'd go get their chicken. Their fried chicken is amazing.
You're from the land of the cheesesteaks.
Yeah. I mean, there's not many cheesesteak. I mean, you go get a Wawa cheesesteak.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
How far did you grow up from Philly?
45,
Yeah, okay.
50 minutes
Okay.
without traffic. Yeah, those potato wedges hit different. Yeah, exactly. I know all the spots. I'm trying to think. There was a pizza place, La Ortolana, which was fire. They went downhill. They were terrible. That was my favorite pizza spot, but good pizza back in the Northeast compared to here.
Oh, there's no question.
It's so bad.
There's some good pizza places, but it doesn't.
At Prince Street,
Yeah,
Gap
it's so
goes
expensive.
fine.
I
They're
like
both
Gap, though.
expensive.
It's crazy expensive.
Unbelievable.
It looks like we have enough questions here.
Do we have enough questions?
We do indeed.
Alrighty.
I think we can hop in.
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
All right, guys. Even though we started on mailbag, if you still have a question, you can still get into the mailbag, #Patriots. We see it even though we're doing the questions. So make sure you get those in and, let's get started. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And as we do on every single live show, we got our mailbag answering questions from a Patriots fan to Patriots fans themselves. And we got less than 3 weeks away from the NFL draft. And there's been some questions asking about, should the Patriots pick at 31? Should they trade it away for A.J. Brown? Should they trade up? Should they trade down? So I want to ask you guys your opinion. What do you think? Are the Patriots going to be trading the 31st pick? Whether that's going to be trading up, trading down, or trading away. Just let me know down in the comment section. Give me a Y for yes, or give me an N for no if they're going to be trading the 31st pick. Let's get into the questions. Trevor Clark. Mayday. Who would you rather have, the Patriots draft? Denzel Boston or an offensive tackle? That's such a hard question because Denzel Boston is a great wide receiver. I'm just very hesitant to take wide receivers from Washington because, you had Jalen Polk. That didn't pan out. And I'm still on the ropes about Rome Odunze. I'm not sure if he's there. I'm not 100%, but he would be a perfect fit. I mean, he's tall, he's speedy, he has the ability to catch big plays down the field, an explosive playmaker. But with an offensive tackle, like we saw Max Ihanachor, he could be that guy for the Patriots at 31 if you want to support Drake Maye. Either way, I'm probably going to be okay with either pick. But when it comes to Boston, I'd rather have Chris Brazzell, in my opinion. Appreciate your question, Trevor. Your boy, Trav. Would it be crazy to trade down for 2 early second-round picks to grab a decent edge and Chris Brazzell? I'm hearing teams might take him in round 1. It's funny you speak of Chris Brazzell because I literally just said it. So I will say, Trav, I would trade down. I would be okay with trading down because you can still find another edge rusher. There are tons of edge rushers in this draft. I mean, you have so many players. I hope TJ Parker's there at 31. If he's there, then sure. But if you want to trade down, you maybe could get an R. Mason Thomas. You can get the guy, Jayshawn Barham, the guy from Michigan. He's going to be there in the second round. You could easily find players in the second. But I think Chris Brazzell is going to be there late in the second round. I saw a bunch of mock drafts that didn't even have him going in the second. So I'm okay with trading down. But if Zion Young is there, if TJ Parker's there, I'm trading them right away. And if Chris Brazzell is there in the second, if he's not, go and get Chris Bell. Go and get Chris Bell. I think it's 2026. Just because you tore your ACL, it does not matter to me. You're going to be okay. Alpaca. Should we be worried with the Patriots' schedule next season? Oh, that's been such a question because every single person I've argued, you guys aren't going to have an easy schedule this year, so you're going to regress. Well, guess what? Still kind of easy. If you go on paper, if you look at the home schedule, I'm not scared of the Broncos because Bo Nix can't play on the road. The Packers is a hard one. I will say that. I'm a Jordan Love, you're obviously going to split with the Buffalo Bills. That always happens every single year. The Raiders, the Dolphins, the Vikings. We'll see if Kyler plays or J.J. McCarthy plays. Who cares? The Jets. The Steelers don't have a quarterback right now. So you're looking at basically 8 games right there where it could be 7-1. The away schedule, yeah, the Bears are good. The Chargers, I'm not scared of the Chargers. You're going to have a Super Bowl rematch. You have the Lions, the Jags. The schedule's still pretty easy, and the home schedule is an absolute cakewalk. So if people want to talk about, the 6th hardest schedule, well, what do we talk about the home schedule? Because the Patriots had that road warrior mentality that last year. So now, if you still have that road warrior mentality and you go in the home schedule and you look and say, hey, Gillette Stadium's going to be rocking this year for the first time that we've seen in 5 years, 6 years, because now they know how good we are. Yeah, good luck coming into Gillette and actually winning. But I'll also say this. For all your schedule takers out there, it's the NFL. I saw the Browns beat the Packers last year. I saw the Broncos almost lose to the Jets last year. Anyone can win on any given Sunday. This is the top talent in the world. I don't think the schedule matters whether it's easy or hard. You take the game seriously no matter who you play, because you could come in and lose just like that, and you can come in and upset any single team. Just look at the Patriots in Week 5 last year. We beat the Bills. And nobody saw it coming, but us, we had belief. So easily you could go in and have the same exact season as you did last year because you're a good team. So I'll ask you guys, predict the Patriots record for me. What do you think we're going to do in 2026? I got us going 11-6. I think it's going to be a little downgrade because winning 14 games is very, very, very hard to do in the National Football League. But let me know what you guys think. Old Man Mob, if you had to pick, who would you trade? Kayshon Boutte or Pop Douglas? Well, I'll be honest, I'm trading either of them if it gets me A.J. Brown. But if you had to ask me, I would say probably Pop. I think Boutte still has a lot of potential to go to. Pop Douglas, I could see easily him still developing. He posted a workout video earlier this week, and he looked great. He looked quick, but it just seems like he can't get the playbook. And I also love Efton Chisholm. So you trade away Pop Douglas, Efton Chisholm goes right into that slot role. You really don't have a replacement right now for Kayshon Boutte unless you call it Matt Collins. So I'm giving away Pop. But if either of them get me A.J. Brown, do it in a heartbeat. Do it in a heartbeat. Maybe the Patriots draft somebody in the NFL draft at wide receiver. We don't know, but what we do know is that we'll be live for the NFL Draft that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So don't miss out. Make sure you hit that sub button, guys, and also click that bell notification so you get notified when we go live, because we also, not only for the NFL Draft, we do live shows every single week, like how this mailbag is getting filmed right now. Let's get back to the questions. Drake Maye, do you think the Pats should draft Taylon Green after a good combine? I do think that the Patriots are going to draft a quarterback. I mean, I'm kind of anti-Arkansas at this point when John Calipari gets back, but this is Arkansas football. Arkansas football was decent last year. I really haven't got to see Taylon Green enough, but the question is he going to be available in the 6th round? I really like some other guys, like UConn's quarterback. I like Illinois' quarterback that are going to be there at the 6th round. If anything, though, just don't get me Drew Aller, man. I can't take it. I do not want Drew Aller to be drafted by the Patriots. Steelers, just take him in the 3rd round so I don't have to be put out of my misery. But I do think the Patriots are going to draft a quarterback. Whoever that may be, we'll have to wait and see. Kick rocks, one fool. No talks on Harold Perkins. Now, I got to be looking at a lot of these guys, but I see linebacker from LSU. The one guy I'm looking at is Rodriguez out of Texas Tech. I think that he would probably be your best linebacker choice, but we know the Patriots are going to need a linebacker. We know the Patriots are going to draft somebody because I don't think that they're going to go into this year with just Robert Spillane and Christian Ellis. You already gave away or cut Jelani Tavai, and you still have Marte Mapu there, but going to get a linebacker. And I think that Harold Perkins would be a fine guy. He played for LSU. I love those SEC guys. So I'm mainly looking at edge rushers, but you definitely got to take a look at some of those linebackers, and Harold Perkins could be one of them. Undamaged Soul. Do you think Kyle Williams will step it up this year? Ooh, I do think Kyle Williams will step up this year. That is the one guy that I think is going to take the next leap going in. And I know what I've said in the past where I think, well, if you're going to have an immediate impact as a wide receiver or you're going to be a great wide receiver, then you're going to make an immediate impact. But Kyle Williams has the tangibles. We saw that in a lot of his time in his first year. It just seemed like he couldn't grasp the playbook, and he couldn't get chemistry with Drake Maye because you could see only 10 receptions for 209 yards. But Elliott Wolf and Mike Vrabel, they believe that he is going to be the next guy to take that year 2 leap. And Elliott Wolf said, Kyle played in every single game. He was available. The way we used him was more of a speed player, which he definitely has. I mean, we saw him get to 22 miles per hour in that touchdown against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I think he's got more in him that he could show. He's got to get stronger. I think he'd be the first one to tell you that. And he's talked about in articles that he is working to get stronger. He is working to get that NFL mold. I think that he is going to be a great player for this team. But it didn't really show in year 1, but you saw the potential. He just needs to be that 5'10 speedy guy that we're waiting on. So this is what Kyle Williams should specifically do to get ready for the season. Obviously, work out. Get that strength that he has talked about, and he wants to get stronger to be able to take those hits. He got a concussion in the preseason. But we know that Drake Maye holds workouts. We know that Drake Maye gets all of his wide receivers together in the offseason. He did it last year at UNC. He loves to bring in guys and get ready. I think that's what Stephon Diggs. That was what we saw with Kayshon Boutte, and it translated to the field. Work with Drake Maye nonstop this season. Get that chemistry going because it never seemed like those two got on the same page. You get on the same page, and boom, you have a great wide receiver. I think it's going to happen. I believe in Kyle Williams. I think that he has the speed, he has the hands, and he has the potential to be a great wide receiver in this league and be a great guy for Drake Maye. So I'm predicting around 50 catches for him next season. If you get A.J. Brown, then it's probably going to go down because you're going to have Romeo Dobbs as your number 2 guy. Kyle Williams is probably going to be your 3 with Kayshon Boutte. So we'll have to wait and see. But you let me know down in the comments section. Are you going over or under for 49.5 catches for Kyle Williams? Let me know down in the comments section. Give me an O for over or U for under. Another great week of questions, guys. You know we do this every single week on our live show, so don't miss out. Do not miss out on the mailbag questions because you could get featured on the mailbag. So don't do it. Hit that sub button right now, and as always, let's go Pats. Dope. Milton isn't going anywhere. Were they talking about Milton Williams in the chat? What is 7 and 10 is accurate? Ace Boogie, you just don't know ball. Bless you. 7.
The Patriots are not going 7 and 10.
They have 4 free wins.
Yeah, not happening.
Jackson? Well, he's never paired with anybody.
I know.
Boston guy says I'm not a believer in Kyle Williams, but hope I'm wrong.
Tough first year. It shows some flashes, as you said, but didn't show the full wide receiver repertoire yet.
Yeah, I mean, you saw his deep threat capability. I mean, when Drake Maye throws the ball deep down the field, anybody could catch the ball. So we'll see. And Charlisha, we didn't get to it, but I can tell you right now that they need to go primarily defense. They need to go get an edge rusher. They need to go get linebacker. That is probably the primary thing that basically the player that the Patriots need to get. 110%. And then on the offensive side, you go get a lineman and you go get a wide receiver. And if they don't, we'll see. We'll see. But for special teams players, they already have them. You signed KJ Britt. You also signed Mike Brown, and those 2 guys are 100% your special teams players. 100%. They are going to be, and you also have Brendan Schooler, who is your captain, so that's not changing at all. What's up, Connor?
What up, Connor?
How we doing? All right, before we get on out of here, just wait and ask any more questions we got here. What time is it now?
It is 4:30.
4:30. Do you see the Patriots drafting a punter? No, they believe in Bryce Behringer. Just finished your Red Lobster dinner. I need a nice lobster dinner soon.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
You're allergic to shellfish?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big seafood guy.
Red Lobster, those cheddar biscuits, though. Boy,
Oh, they hit different. I mean, I made a steak on Tuesday.
I had steak last night.
Oh, yeah, you had that dinner.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go?
Nick and Sam's.
My still anyway. Up. Yeah, Morgan Moses, bro. My Wi-Fi is buns right now.
Morgan Moses, so is ours.
I think it's ours. We got the Walmart
We're
connection. Got the yeah. Look at, I am glitching out.
I think that's our sign.
That might be our sign, guys. We've been live for a while right now, but we still got 40 people. Appreciate everybody tuning in to us. Appreciate everybody. You know, we're every single week, Thursdays during the off season, and then during yeah. Oh no, even Mitch is having Wi-Fi issues. It's not just us. So yeah, I already said it, Morgan Moses. I said no. I'd rather go after Joey Bosa. But we are live every single Thursday, guys, during the off season. We to the NFL draft, and we will be live every single day. So don't miss out. If you're not subscribed already, like Chargers LA City, make sure you're subbed right now. We'll see you guys next week. And as always, let's go Pats.